I came across this Instagram video yesterday of this guy doing a 40-day fast, and he was talking about autophagy. So I just wanted to recommend this book for those who don't know anything about autophagy. This is a great book, but basically our bodies have the ability to cleanse and heal and repair themselves, which is amazing. That's what happens with the GLP-1 medications, is they're designed to actually get us into autophagy, which is the healing state of the immune system. But of course, unlike medications, like medications is an inorganic form, there's always going to be side effects from this. But there are so many ways to stimulate autophagy. So one of those ways is through fasting. And over the years, of course, I've developed a very different approach in what my fasting looked like, because us women, we're in very cyclical times all the time, especially if we're young. We have a menstrual cycle, and I believe in fasting around that cycle. Dr. Minnie Peltz is also a great resource if you want to look more into that. But everybody should know about autophagy. Tell everybody. Tell your grandma and grandparents. Anyway, other ways to stimulate autophagy, they talk about like coconut oil, matcha green tea. Exercise is the number one way to stimulate it. Fasting, sunlight, anything that's going towards those healing pathways. So I can even go back and talk about the amino and fatty acids, how important that is, because it's all feeding into the immune function, which is a huge part of our autophagy. Automatic. Phagy means cellular eating. So it's our cells. Basically, we have like cells that look like brown spots on a plant. Like if you ever seen a plant like shed brown leaves, right? That those leaves are no longer rendering health and vibrancy to the whole organism, right, of the plant. So they have to die off. And we have these cells we call senescent cells, which means like dead, like zombie cells. And basically what our immune system does is it goes in and it clears everything out, and it keeps us alive for an average of like 70 something years, and maybe even longer. But it's super important to understand about glucose, blood sugar, and how that is affected through the stress response, because you could be doing all the right things in your life. You could be exercising, eating the right things, but like if you have a very chaotic state of looking at the world where you are emotionally, through your thoughts, constantly stimulating cortisol, you can still be in a pre-diabetic state. You can still have havoc in your hormones. So how you look at the world, like everything's gonna be all right. You learn a little bit more about your body, like things are in a good place. Like maybe I'm in this period where I cannot go any longer in this same biochemistry that I'm going in, right? Like I've gotten these symptoms for a certain amount of time. Maybe I have a high blood pressure diagnosis, or my doctor wants to put me on a cholesterol medication. Like something's going on in my biochemistry where it's like I can't keep going like this anymore. Got to go in a different direction. So how do you change that? Your daily rhythm. You talk to your cleanup crew. Your immune system is your cleanup crew. And every cell is like working to protect you, working to constantly clean. Like the whole point of going to sleep and getting into that delta wave sleep state, that low respiratory rate, that low heartbeat, is so that we can like let go enough to allow this protection to come into our body. We cleanse everything. Our melatonin secretion's on top of its game. It's keeping our nervous system balanced for the next day. We're staying insulin sensitive, light sensitive. You're not shying away from the light, and the next morning it's so bright, it's so dark, like, because you're insulin resistant. When we become insulin resistant, we shy away from the light. Depression loves darkness. Insulin resistant loves darkness. So you are going about being insulin sensitive, and then the light is just so gorgeous instead of so bright and unbearable. It becomes beautiful, and the lens of perception changes. So anyway, I feel like I love learning information from books, because like somebody put years of their time into researching the information in this book. Then there's other resources within this book. It's like books are like they've been my greatest teachers, so I love to share them with you. But yeah, tell everybody how beautiful they are. And our immune system, I believe too, is our intuition. It's always guiding us to have more clarity about what's good for us in our life. It protects us from the environment if things may be not right for us, not suited for us. So, you know, one day at a time. May you always be blessed with the clarity to know what is and what isn't meant for you. I wish you the best of luck, of course. If I can help you in any way, please shoot me an email. But as always, I will catch you next time.